If you look at the people today, that you'll find the majority of the people that they follow, either one, they follow the kuffar. They follow the kuffar in what? In all these things. And their systems of government. All right. He said, well, Amr al-Masa'ib, even how they deal with afflictions. They deal with the afflictions like what? As a Muslim, if we get afflicted with something and we go through difficulties, what do? We return to the obedience of Allah. These kuffar nowadays, what do? They go deeper into their kufr. So now you see that the Muslims today, they're starting to follow the ways of what? These same kuffar. You know, and whenever they're afflicted with something, he said, well, Amr al-Masa'ib, wal afrah. The afrah. Like, for example, like the Eid, the celebrations. What about these holidays nowadays that people are just making up, akhi? What was Thanksgiving, akhi? When did this holiday even start to be celebrated? Like, people should celebrate your birth. Like, who are you? You know, the greatest of creation, we don't celebrate his birthday. So why would we celebrate your birthday? You know, why would anybody have to celebrate mine or yours or anybody else? And the greatest of all creation, we don't celebrate his birthday. He didn't celebrate his birthday. His companions who loved him more than anybody else didn't celebrate his birthday. Stop the foolishness. Stop the jahiliyyah. So that's what he's talking about. Wal afrah, wal masakin. Even the way that they build their houses, they start to what? They start to build their houses in the manner that the kuffar what? Build their houses. All right. Wal libas, the clothing. They start to wear the clothing of the kuffar. Well, helya. Helya is the way, like their adornments. Like you start to see men wearing jewelry. You know, how many Muslims do you see now? A man wearing necklaces and bracelets and all this type of stuff. How many times do you see this now? Muslim men. A lot. And where did this come from? Where did they get this from? What type of deen? This is coming from what? Again, you know, following the ways of the kuffar. You know, and taking from them. Because that's who they really, you know, these people that you see dressing like the kuffar, wearing their hairstyle and the hairstyles of the kuffar, wearing necklaces and stuff like that like the kuffar, trying to decorate their house like the kuffar. Who do they really hold in high regard and high esteem? He said, well, akal wa sharab, they eat the food of the kuffar. You know, you see this from the past of the Salaf, they would refuse to eat the ways that the kuffar used to eat. They would eat only the way that you know, like, this is our food. This is the Muslim day. This is the, you know, this is the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is how they ate. They continue eating the same way, even though they had the money and all the means to eat better than that. They would still eat in the same regard. They wouldn't eat like the way that the kuffar used to eat. And he said, well, shut up the way that they drink, and not just the way they drink, but also what? Not what they drink, but also like the glasses and like now you see Muslims, like you go to Muslims' houses now, they'll give you juice in a wine glass now. Akhi, they just want to act so much like the kuffar that they even give you juice in a wine glass. Like, what do you as a Muslim got a wine glass in your house for?